Hey, so I'm gonna try to change a tail light on my pickup, and I want to make a video showing you how to do that. So I got one of my, actually it's a brake light that's out. So one little trick I like to do, you know, if you're by yourself, somebody says, hey, one of your tail lights out, you finally get around to working on it, and you're like, well, how am I gonna check this by myself? So what I do is I pull up against by a window, it could even be a store window or something like that, and look at the reflection of your vehicle, and then I'm gonna step on the brake. And you can see, well, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but I can see the driver's side is looking really weak. It actually is not out, it's just so weak, so dim. It's probably getting ready to burn out or something. Something's going on there, but it looks like it's not working, so a cop will probably pull you over, tell you your taillight's out even though it's not, or not your taillight, but your brake light. So that's what I'm going to work on there, and I just wanted to throw this tip out there in case you're by yourself and like trying to figure out how to check your taillight by yourself. So, little disclaimer, don't do this the way I do it. This is just me changing my brake light, and I keep calling it a tail light for some reason. So I'm just going to come back here and I take a look, and I see it looks like it's got some screws holding it in. So I'm just going to go get my favorite screwdriver and take that assembly off. And it was brake lights typically are the red ones, so it should be right down there, and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so I'll put a link to this screwdriver. This is like my favorite screwdriver. It's actually a Japanese screwdriver, so the tip's made for Japanese style screws, and it works better than a Phillips screwdriver on American screws too. So I think it's got, oh, these are probably aluminum screws or something. But anyways, I think the tip's magnetic. But so it just had 4 screws holding them in, so I just took the 4 screws out, and for whatever reason I always like to put things back the way I got them, so I just laid them out, kind of show me the order I took them out of here. And then so now I'm just gonna do this with one hand, so much easier with 2. Pull this back, and careful because the lens wants to come off. But all I'm gonna do is disconnect that connector right there and take the whole thing out and work on it. It looks like it's pretty dirty, so I'll probably clean it up a little bit. And the thing I'm after is that bottom there, but I noticed it looks like they put in new connectors over time, or something's going on. I see somebody did some tape on there, and that's not the way to do that. So that could be the problem with it right there. It might not be getting good connections. So I'm probably gonna just redo on my own, clean this up and redo those with some kind of wire connectors, and then I'll get at that light bulb and see. Might as well change it out anyways since I'm here. Anyway, so let me get this off, and I'll use 2 hands to do that. Alright, so I disconnected this. You just squeeze down on this and it slides out of here. The connectors luckily look all real good. I'll hit that with some contact cleaner, and then I'll probably use some dielectric grease on there. Also, when you're putting this stuff together, I like to spray it with silicone spray. It helps everything slide together really easy, and then it evaporates off, and it's pretty clean. Anyway, so let's see if I can. If you didn't have to do any work, you probably just turn this. Let me use 2 hands. I think you just twist this, but I gotta use 2 hands, and I'll figure out how to get at that light bulb. Actually, so since the lens comes off, this is the light bulb I'm working on. And now that I look at it, maybe I'm supposed to take it out from this side. Yeah, I think I am. I think you push it and twist it, and it's in there really tight, and I don't want to break it. Make sure you have I already have my spare light bulb. Make sure you have a backup. You have a light bulb before you start working on this. And I'll be right back. Okay, I think I found the problem. The light bulb looks good. One nice thing about having your light bulb ahead of time, I can see this is used as a little nub style. So you should push it in and twist it to get it out. But somebody just like twisted these together and stuck tape over the top of them, and that's not really a way to do that. And then here's the connector, and because they didn't do it right, they should have put some dielectric grease and stuff. This is all rusty and stuff, so it's probably not making a good ground. That's probably the real problem there. I might just switch out both light bulbs, since I got a really good deal on the light bulbs, but gotta be careful. Also, they didn't like bend the prongs out all the way. So when you try to push down on it, it kind of tries to push the light bulb out the back side. And if it would come out, you could do it that way, but they probably, yeah, so somebody probably replaced these and just didn't do a good job putting them in. So I'm going to clean that up, but it'll still be the same procedure if you're trying to change your light bulb. Normally, if this was all nice, you just push down, twist it out, and put into the light bulb in and put everything back together and you're done. So I got a call and I got to take off, so I had to put my car back together really quick, or my truck. So all I did is I barrel connected some connectors on there, and I want to heat shrink them, but I didn't have time, and cleaned up the corrosion that was on the connectors because they just did a really bad job. Look at the difference, and I'm still not done with it, but just real quick I gotta go. So look at the difference. I'll step on the brake, and I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it almost looks like a new light bulb. It's not quite as bright, but it's way brighter than it was before. There's no mistaking that. I'm stepping on my brake light now. And that was purely just from, there's nothing wrong with the light bulb, but I bet you it's all corroded inside the light bulb socket too. And I haven't had a chance to take that apart. But the resistance from the corrosion was just so great that it was cutting down, you know, made the light bulb look like it wasn't working. So I might still swap out that socket. Hopefully I can get the bulb out. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll pick up this video later. Anyways, thanks for watching.